offense for both teams. First for Chicago, D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the back. And down low, the two-time NCAA champion at Florida. The 6'11 tornado of energy and effort. It's the big man, Joakim Noah. Then it's Dang, and it's Boozer in at the 4. And for Los Angeles, Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. And it's Kaman in at the 5 down low. And it's Young, and it's Gasol in at the 4 spot. 4 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Dang. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Butler against Kobe. Gasol, a screen on Butler. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Nash. Kicks it to Gasol. Good, and the assist goes to Nash.
What a terrific feed by Nash.
Here's Butler.
And you know, guys, Nash's workout regimen is the stuff of legend. At his age, he's in as good a condition as most second or third year players in the league. Still highly productive at 39 years old.
Rose attacking. Back to Noah. Butler kicks to Rose. 6 to shoot. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one is on Kaman. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Bulls shooting their first free throw this game. Free throw drops for Rose. And going back to Nash in his great condition. You watch it firsthand, Steve, and you have to wonder just how long, even with all those great techniques of getting his body ready to go, how long he's going to be able to play.
Well, last season, remember, he broke the bone in his leg that set him back. In fact, he missed, in most games, he missed in 14 years. Normally been very durable. So, you know, Father Time, as they say, is undefeated, Kevin, and is catching up with him.
Outside Butler. In low to Boozer. Banked in off the glass.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Now here's Kobe. Left side, Bryant. Outside, Gasol. Shoots. Here's Kaman. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
And Dang, here we go. Outside Dang. 5 on the clock. Rose with the ball. Gasol covering. Nash with the block. They'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. He kicks it to Kaman. Stolen by Rose. Dang passes to Noah. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And it's Rose penetrating. Butler dishes to Noah. Feeds it to Boozer. Just 4 to shoot. Young inside. Defended by Butler. Shots good from Young.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's Boozer. And again, Chicago. No good. Lakers leading by 3. Now let's find out what head coach Mike D'Antoni had to say to our Doris Burke. Doris?
He communicated to his players that when taking on Chicago, they have to be as physical as possible to match the intensity the Bulls bring. He said they have no problem banging bodies inside, and we shouldn't be afraid to respond. We can't be intimidated by them, and I want us to go right at them. Sounds like we'll have a physical game on our hands, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, a coaching carousel for the Lakers last season. They made it only 5 games before firing Mike Brown. Then they decided to go in a new direction. And, boy, they went through 3 different head coaches before all was said and done. They never really were able to gain that consistency they were looking for.
And back to the Lakers' struggles last season. What do you think, Clark, were the main problems that, held them back from being the kind of title contender that they thought they were and a lot of people imagined they were?
Well, how much time do I have? 3 or 4 shot clocks worth? I mean, I think there were a number of issues, as you might expect. Injuries played a significant role, but I think there was discord over how they should play, really no true identity. They were a big team trying to be small. A team without a number of shooters trying to spread the floor, an older team trying to go up tempo, coaching change, and that transition.
Right, yes.
You had a lot of moving parts, and it made it very difficult for everybody, I think, and it showed in how the Lakers' season went.
That's a good assessment. And the second free throw, good.
Boozer had his name floated around at the trade deadline last season, guys. There were a number of teams that were very interested in having his physicality and scoring ability down low.
Nash against Rose. It's Nash with the drive. And Young with the basket on the assist by Nash. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go. Bulls trail by 6. And you wonder why Boozer's name would be floated in trade rumors. I mean, one of the top.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Oh, tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And Bryant kicks to Young. And it's blocked by Dang. Here's Kaman. Drops in the layup for 2. Kaman's got 6.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
We'll see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Boozer with the screen for Rose. No luck. And it's the Lakers the other way. And here's the fast break. Kobe Bryant leading the way. Nash gets to Gasol. Back to Nash. He dishes it to Kaman, and he gets the bucket. 8 points for him.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And it's Rose penetrating, and the shot is good.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Here's Nash. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Nash gets a screen from Gasol. Nash kicks to Young. The feed now to Gasol. Kaman inside. That's good.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. And just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Bulls trail by 8. Outside Rose. Boozer kicks to Butler. Dang up top. Right side Boozer. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Boozer's got 5.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Hill, he's checked in for Chris Kaman. And so it's the Lakers with it. Bryant with it. Passes it to Hill. Knocked away. Stolen by Boozer. Now Rose. He's got 7. Rose double teamed. Noah, the pass to Butler. Trying to find Boozer, and he does now. Clock at 6. Tries from 10. Here's Noah. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Nash against Rose. And Nash is good for 3. Nash has got his first 3 points of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Rose kicks to Boozer. And Butler, here we go. Back to Boozer. The kick outside to Butler. Nash against Rose. Pass to Boozer. Some solid defense from Gasol.
He has not been on his game, and you know their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Nash with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Nash against Rose. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Boozer. Outside Rose. Young against Butler. Rose attacking. And stolen by Nash. Nick Young on the wing. A 3-ball. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. And now a 12-point Laker lead.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
Outside Rose. To the wing right side. Knocks it loose. Tries to keep it alive. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Tell you what, it's hard to argue with the record for Coach Tom Thibodeau of the Bulls, but the rumor mill has it that the front office hasn't been happy with how hard he's ridden his top players. Luol Deng missed time last season with a hamstring injury. Joakim Noah came down with plantar fasciitis. Hey, those things happen, and I'm not quite sure you can put that at the feet of Tom Thibodeau.
It's the 3-point bomb. Rose has got 10.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's Farmar. And here is Blake. Outside Gasol. Shot clock at 5. Dishes to Blake. Puts one up from 19. Again, Los Angeles. And going back to Tom Thibodeau and that minutes load on his stars, it seems it's getting harder for players to weather big minutes, Steve, these days.
I think it's going to be really interesting going forward to see this Bulls team this year and beyond. Will that wear them down? Their guys play too many minutes. They've had a lot of injuries. I think it's time to scale back a little bit on the minutes played.
Now here's Gibson. The dish to Dang. Over to the wing. Gibson in the post. He's against Hill. That's good.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Here's Blake, guarded by Heinrich. Blake dishes to Hill. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
12 seconds on the shot clock. 12.
Blake, that's for 2.
Well, you know, it doesn't seem like they've missed many shots here.
Off the inbound, no good. Rose passes to Gibson, and the basket good.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Gasol's in the post, defended by Gibson. Gibson with the steal. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Heinrich's got the ball. Rose can't hit. Lakers leading by 7. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the first. The shot's good from Gasol.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. outside Rose. And there's the pass to Dunleavy. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gibson. That's good. Gibson's got 6.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Timeout called the Lakers. You're right, they've been shooting lights out here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and Kevin, they're playing with tremendous confidence right now.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Blake kicks to Farmar. Shot off the screen. The rebound by Gibson.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
That one goes. Count it.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Blake can't hit, and Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Outside Rose. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Tang dishes to Rose. Gibson inside. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Now it's just a 3-point Laker lead.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Here's Gasol. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Lakers lead. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Lakers?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Guys, the Los Angeles Lakers, a team that's used to attracting marquee free agents from other teams, not losing their own in free agency. But this offseason, Dwight Howard decided to move on, turning down a larger guaranteed contract with the LA Lakers. A tough blow for the league's banner franchise, who've taken out a number of huge billboards around town asking Dwight to stay. Sources said he wasn't overjoyed with the system the Lakers employed under head coach Mike D'Antoni, and also perhaps didn't enjoy playing alongside the always hyper-intense Kobe Bryant. Guys, we'll just have to see how big of a setback that becomes for this team's championship aspirations.
Well, we'll see if the Lakers can find a way. Thank you, Doris.
Boy, I tell you, the Bulls showed how resilient they could be without Derrick Rose last season. They played competitive basketball, but up against the Western Conference, they just didn't quite have the same punch. Got beat up pretty good out west.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Boozer with the screen for Heinrich. He feeds it to Noah. Butler attacking. Boozer passes to Heinrich. 6 to shoot. Pass to Noah. Kicks to Dunleavy. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Nick Young. And back to the Bulls against the West. Not sure what exactly their shortcomings were, but in the end, Steve, they were only able to win 11 games out of the 30 they played out of conference.
You know, the Bulls were a team that could win games on grit and toughness, but the West was a lot more talented last year than the East. And so some nights Chicago just kind of ran into reality, and they didn't have enough talent to deal with some of those Western teams.
And the first one drops.
You know, Mike Dunleavy, the former number 3 overall pick back in 2002, you know, he hasn't been a star, but boy, has he been steady and productive in a very long and solid NBA career.
And so he makes both from the line. And Dunleavy, very skilled at 6'9".
Yeah, he put up some pretty good numbers in Indiana for a while. He can pass, shoot, handle the ball. Son of a coach, of course, Mike Dunleavy Sr. And you can see where Dunleavy Jr. gets his understanding of the game.
Outside Bryant. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, Kobe's never been shy about shooting. You know, a lot of people would argue that he gets maybe a little too shot happy sometimes, but you want a guy who's dominant. You want a guy who's not afraid, who's going to fail and just come right back and fire away the next time.
The free throw drops for Kobe. And when you talk about Kobe's role offensively for the Lakers, it's worth mentioning last season was one of his most efficient scoring the basketball.
It really was, and you consider the turmoil that surrounded the Lakers all season. It was remarkable that Kobe was as even-keeled as he was, stayed focused, and start to finish, he delivered the type of all-star performance that he always does. Very impressive.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Heinrich kicks it to Noah. Feeds it to Butler. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Dunleavy. The rebound by the Lakers. Kamen's got 4 rebounds in this game.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often. This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Heinrich kicks to Boozer. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, to me, one reason why Carlos Boozer is such a valuable scorer is that he can hurt you in a multitude of ways inside. He can hit the rainbow jumper of his, and when he's back to the basket, can go over both shoulders very well.
And for Boozer, you remember the story. Growing up in Alaska, his dad tied his right hand to his waist, so he'd have to develop his left, and that was something that he worked on even more when he went to Duke.
Well, yeah, his left hand is fantastic. I mean, that's his preferred hand when he's finishing around the rim. A right-handed jump shooter, but anything around the basket is usually his left. So he probably owes his dad a debt of gratitude for tying him up all the time.
That's one way to put it. Kobe dishes to Hill. And that one's good. And the Lakers lead by 5.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Heinrich passes to Noah. Butler kicks to Boozer. Heinrich outside. Kobe with the steal. And now here comes Young leading the break. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Young's got 9 points.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
Good. 9 points for Carlos Boozer. Lakers leading by 5. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Kobe, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, his body control is what I notice. I think that jumps off the page when you watch him play, even with the defender draped all over. He's able to find a way to get to the rim and get the shot to go in.
There's one other thing about him that I like. It's how easy he makes it look to change his shot in midair, and usually with defenders all around him. Because of that, it's really hard to block one of his shots.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Tom Thibodeau was giving to his team. There was no question what he was most concerned with, their lack of interior defense so far. Protect the rim. That's the priority, quote, unquote. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Young dishes to Hill. Shot clock at 6. Here's Nash. Here's Kaman. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And he wasn't really a flashy passer like a lot of the great playmakers you think of, but just always in control. Kind of an old school game, but one that was tremendously successful over the course of his almost 2 decades with the Utah Jazz.
Kobe against Butler, who's back up. Chicago grabs the miss, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Hill. That's foul number 2 for him. Los Angeles making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Bulls trail by 7. Hinrich outside. Butler on the wing. Puts up a 3. And a great assist by Hinrich as that one goes in. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Gasol, a screen on Hinrich. Nash, the pass to Kaman. On the wing, Kobe. Nash outside. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Young from the arc. Rebound by Butler.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter. People have talked about the defensive renaissance in Chicago as a big part of their turnaround, and that's accurate. Thibs has done wonders for this team defensively, but another aspect is that they've had one of the deepest benches in the league the past few years, too.
Nash with it. Outside, Kobe looking for Gasol. He gets it there. The 10-footer. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Gasol's got 6 points. Go back to what you said, Clark, about Chicago. It is a credit to them that they've been able to constantly add or draft talent that is ready to step in for them, and Steve contribute off the bench.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You think about Taj Gibson, a late first-round pick. Jimmy Butler last year really emerged as one of the best young players in the league. Great story. So terrific job by the Bulls front office in figuring out which player to take later in the first round.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
Chicago making some changes. Luol Deng is checked in for Noah, and it's Rose in for Dunleavy. Dives for it, and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
But that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Chicago trailing here. Hinrich outside. He kicks to Deng. He dishes it to Butler. Here's Boozer. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Boozer's got 15.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
13 seconds on the shot clock. 13.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Hinrich against Kobe. Hinrich kicks to Butler. Back to Hinrich. There's the feed to Rose. 6 to shoot. Pass to Boozer. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Kaman's shot is good.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Hinrich kicks to Rose. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Boozer gets the bucket.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
And the Lakers call time here. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back out of the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
Butler against Johnson. Pulls up on the wing. And Bryant the bucket on the assist from Wesley Johnson. Kobe's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
You know, the hope was that a change of scenery and a chance to run up and down the wings would be just what was needed to get Wesley Johnson going in the NBA, but it just didn't happen for him last season.
From down in the low post, it goes. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Heinrich dishes to Butler. Heinrich against Kobe. Heinrich passes to Rose. Back to Heinrich. Pass to Rose. On deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Some changes for the Lakers. Bill comes in for Chris Kaman. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Kobe. Blake with it. Dishes it to Farmar. 18 feet out. The shot misses. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And for Wes Johnson, the 4th overall pick back in 2010 out of Syracuse, he just hasn't been able, Steve, to break through.
Yeah, you wonder why, because he's got great size and athleticism, a beautiful shooting stroke, and yet the shooting numbers just aren't there. So I thought he would be better coming into this league, but we'll see if he's able to develop and find a niche somewhere.
Gasol, a screen on Rose. Farmar kicks to Blake. Out to the right wing. Hill, a screen on Rose. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Farmar. Now Blake. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good. Nice D from Dang.
I'll tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
And the foul on Jordan Farmar. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago with the ball. Rose kicks to Gibson. Clock at 6. Knocked away. Blake with the steal. Here's Farmar. He's covered by Rose. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. 14 foul.
Gibson against Hill. And it's Johnson penetrating. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Now Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Rose dishes to Heinrich. The pass to Gibson. Down low. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dang. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Dang's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bulls.
He is really having a good quarter, a strong quarter, an efficient quarter, doing a lot of positive things out there.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Gentlemen, in a lot of ways, Joakim Noah is the heart of this Bulls team. Coach Tom Thibodeau though, said, quote, he's an all-star, and I can see him winning Defensive Player of the Year. But the most important thing is he plays to win. He can have 5 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 blocks, and he's happy because we won. Guys, Derrick Rose said it best. He's a warrior, and everybody is following him.
Thanks, Doris. He's such a character, so passionate about his defensive role.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Blake passes to Farmar. The dish to Blake. Takes a 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Gibson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Outside Rose. To the left side wing. Tries from 16, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Great to have you back, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. Welcome to the Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to Staples Center, and above it, downtown Los Angeles in the distance. A fantastic game from Carlos Boozer in this one.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he's taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
Kobe against Butler. Kobe goes in. Here's Gasol. He feeds it to Kaman. 5 on the clock, and that one's good. Kaman's got the first bucket of the third here for the Lakers.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
Goes off the pick from Boozer. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Rose has got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.
Nash with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Dang attacking. The shot will not go.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Here's Bryant, and that one's good. Kobe's got 10.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guy.
Rose against Nash. Rose kicks to Boozer. Here is Rose. He's got 12. Left side Rose. That one wide left. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Rose against Nash. Stolen by Boozer. Pass to Day. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, Luol Deng, originally from South Sudan. His family moved to London when he was a teen, and then for him, on to the United States. A worldly player for sure, and he's been involved in a lot of causes, both here in the U.S. and internationally.
That's good from Deng. And going back to Deng, so active off the court, helping Sudanese refugees, Basketball Without Borders, numerous charities. He says his parents instilled him with that kind of thoughtfulness.
Yeah, and he's also championed a lot of causes in the UK, campaigning to maintain funding for the British national team. Deng is passionate, both on and off the court. You just love his approach to the game and to life, Kevin.
Good point. Deng hits them both. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, Steve and Kevin, you guys got to love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
Yeah, sure is. And when all 5 guys, Clark, are threats to score, that makes it so tough on the defense because now you can't account for everybody when the ball's moving so quickly.
And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
These two teams, guys, look so evenly matched to me. I think this could go right down to the wire.
The Lakers trail. Here's Kobe, and the shot is good. Kobe's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Now here's Rose. He's got 12. Chicago calls timeout.
Well, let's start with the positive and the Lakers postseason. They did make it. That's all that can be said is their dramatic passing of Utah and the Rockets down the stretch to take the 7th seed was really the lone highlight of what would be a quick exit from the playoffs for them.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike D'Antoni was discussing with his players. He was intent on running the offense through Kobe. Coach directly asked him to take the reins and to start to make a bigger impact than he has been to this point, saying the offense isn't the same without him leading it. He also urged them to drive the lane aggressively on offense, saying they won't be able to handle us if we can get bodies to the basket each and every time down the court. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Going back to the Lakers, swept in 4 straight by the Spurs, and none of the games really that close. Spurs, Steve, just dominated them in every sense of the word. Injuries didn't help either.
No, they didn't help, but the Spurs just outplayed whoever was on the floor for LA. And I think a lot of people thought that the Spurs would be a good first-round matchup for the Lakers, but that notion was quickly squashed. San Antonio just totally dominant.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Deng. That one goes. Count it. Deng's got 4 points this quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Young inside. He's covered by Deng.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Butler goes in. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Rose with the ball. Picked up by Bryant. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, one of the things that's really hard to do in the NBA, it's actually one of the hardest things to do in the NBA, is to stay in front of Derrick Rose. I mean, it's not just his burst of speed or his quick first step, but he's got one of the meanest, nastiest, filthiest crossovers in the entire league. And then you add his strength and explosiveness in the air to that, that's lethal.
First free throw is good. And for Rose, as he returns from his knee injury, you wonder how that'll affect his ability to blow by defenders, which was such a great quality he possessed prior to the injury. Shooting from the outside is solid, but he hasn't been elite to this point in his career with that shot. So there's a lot of unknown still about his game, and being so young, you expect that.
It's going to be an adjustment, Kevin. I mean, you have to find your confidence after an injury like that. I think he is going to be a better shooter because if there was one thing he could work on while he was out, it's that outside jump shot. But we got to give him some time to just get his confidence and find his game again.
And the Lakers call time here.
You know, in one of the more compelling postseason stories, the question about when the Bulls would bring Derrick Rose back just continued to hover around the playoffs. Ultimately, just never happened.
Here's Nash. Kicks to Kobe. Gasol setting the pick for Bryant. And he gets it to go. Going back to the Bulls, and even without Rose, I think the team made a big statement, Steve, with how they played in the postseason. They showed that They were just a one-man show with Rose running things and had a solid core and system that will always compete.
Well, it's the second straight year that the Bulls have essentially been without Rose in their playoff run due to injury. And so I think Chicago fans are kind of wondering what exactly the roof is for this team, the ceiling, if you will. Let's hope that Rose stays healthy this year, so we'll find out. As soon as the double team came, he immediately looked to find the open man.
And here is Los Angeles now. 7-point differential. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. Well, it's without question Kobe Bryant's always going to be known as one of the great scorers in the history of the game. But for the kids watching at home, it is really worth reminding you of this. He can do it all. He's fundamentally sound in all aspects of the game. He defends, he rebounds, he passes. To be one of the true greats, you can't just focus on one thing. You need to be able to do a little bit of everything and do it all well.
And he can't get the first one. And for Kobe Bryant last season, right at the top among shooting guards and rebounds and assists.
And despite his workload offensively, he's a very good defender too, especially on the ball. He's been all defense 9 times on that first team. 12 all-defense selections overall in his career, tied with Kevin Garnett for the all-time lead in both categories.
And he's good on the second.
You know, last season, a lot of folks had the Lakers picked as the super team in the West, the team that would maybe challenge Miami and LeBron, but from the start, it just never was a cohesive group and really had one of the most disappointing seasons in the Lakers' history.
Butler goes in, 6 to shoot. Rose against Nash, and that one's good. 16 points for Derrick Rose.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Clark, as you said, the Lakers had a lot of lofty expectations put on them, but you never know what's going to happen when a team is put together. And Steve, they just couldn't reach that bar that was set so high for them.
Yeah, the expectations were so high, Kevin, but injury issues cost them all season long. Nash, Howard, Powell, and of course Kobe with the Achilles at the end of the year. And that unit only started 7 games all season together, so they never really were able to develop any chemistry.
Ball's knocked loose, stolen by Rose. Here's Noah, rips down the breakaway slam.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Plays like that are telling the story of this game for me so far, Clark. They cannot afford to hand over any more easy points like that.
Chicago leading by 10. Feeds it to Dang. He kicks it to Rose. Outside Butler. He dishes it to Noah. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Noah's got 6 points in the quarter.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Rose against Nash. And there's the feed to Gasol. Back to Nash. Looks for Kaman, gets it to him. The rebound by Noah. Noah's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Butler. Back to Rose. Passes it to Noah. Rejected by Gasol. But they recover it. And it's Rose missing.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Nash with it. Now guarded by Dunleavy. Nash dishes to Bryant. Outside for Gasol. Kobe against Butler. Second shot opportunity, and it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Kobe.
He's been a bright spot for them. He's had an incredibly efficient offensive performance.
Steve, his shooting really has been just terrific. They'd be much worse off if it weren't for him, that's for sure.
They are so productive in the low post right now. 8 straight points have come inside the paint.
That's bully ball they're playing there.
banks in the layup. Kobe's got 13 points now in the quarter.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Nash against Rose. Pass to Dang. Back to Rose. Dishes it to Dang. 5 on the clock. And the pass to Noah. Out to the right wing. Here's Dunleavy. That one off the back iron and out.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And here's Young from the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Noah's got 5 rebounds tonight. Dang a screen on Nash. Rose with the ball. Gasol covering. Dunleavy the pass to Rose. Butler goes in. The kick out to Dang from past the arc, and the Bulls another 3.
And guys, Dang has developed into a very good shooter, especially off spot ups or maybe one dribble pull-ups. He's got range. He's developed that out to the three-point line, but he really likes to go to that mid-range area. 1 or 2 dribbles into the paint, he'll rise up, shoot right over the top.
But you know what I like about him most, Steve? Dang is a very well-balanced player. He does a lot of good things offensively, but he's just as good at the defensive end. He's a big key to his team's tough defense.
Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Kobe with it, now guarded by Dunleavy. Nash outside. The kick out to Young. Again, Young missing.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
Rose against Nash. Outside Butler. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Nash kicks to Kobe. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Dang. And here is Butler. He's got 8. Rose with the ball. Picked up by Bryant. And the basket good. That's now 22 points for Rose. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Chicago?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other thing they're doing, Clark, is scoring a lot of points off turnovers, forcing mistakes, and cashing in. Boy, this has been flat-out ugly for him this quarter. He hasn't hit a thing out there.
It's blocked. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Lakers trail by 15. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Farmar dishes to Johnson. Chicago grabs the miss.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Second team foul.
Lakers have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Here's Blake, guarded by Heinrich. Blake passes to Farmar. Here's Gasol, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys. He's down below 70% as a team from the line.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
That free throw good from Gasol. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Now Heinrich. 1 second left. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Boy, a big bonus for them to end the quarter as he beats the buzzer.
Talk about maximizing every last possession you've got. Right there, it was done.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Bulls up by 16. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And now a brief chance to view our State Farm assist of the game. It's 1 of 7 terrific assists on the night from Nash.
And what you love about his ability to pass the ball, Kevin, is that it just seems so natural to him, so fluid. He's always in control, understanding where his teammates are and anticipating passing angles.
Outside Rose. Heinrich outside. Outside Rose. 6 on the shot clock. Gasol with the block. They recover it. That drops.
That's a battle they haven't been winning today, guys. Their work on the glass has to improve.
And that's not the only thing that's gone against them.
On the wing hill, Johnson outside. The tray, and the shot is good.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
Over to the left wing. Here's Heinrich. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Blake with it. He's picked up by Heinrich. Here's Farmar. A three-pointer off the mark.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
And the Lakers with possession here. Blake off the pick from Gasol. And Kirk Heinrich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Luol Deng is checked in for the Bulls. Chicago on defense. They lead by 17. Blake kicks to Johnson, and he gets it to go. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Boozer with the screen for Rose. It's stolen by Hill. Farmar dishes to Hill. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Rose with the ball. Gasol covering. Here's Boozer, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Boozer's got 23 points.
Just another outstanding play down low. These teams couldn't be farther apart in their effectiveness in the paint today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been all good at one end, and we'll try to be diplomatic here and just say not so good at the other. He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Gibson setting the pick for Rose. Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Boozer. Shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Johnson goes in. There's the dish to Blake. To the right side. Farmar passes to Gasol. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, for Pau Gasol, calling last year a rough year might be an understatement. He fought off an injury and tried to find a role on a team that was in transition. A year like that can really take a lot out of a guy.
That free throw good from Gasol. And Steve, for Pau Gasol, he dealt with knee tendonitis from the first day of the season, then a concussion, torn plantar fascia. I mean, he just had one setback, it seemed, health-wise after another.
It was just that kind of season, which symbolized the fate of his Lakers, too. They just never seemed to get it going until it was too late. But, you know, with Gasol, we're talking about a guy who's remained effective for a long time in his career. And when you have that kind of skill level, I think your game can translate as you get older. Well, since the new CBA, the league has made the luxury tax much more punitive. But certainly the Lakers blessed with the financial wherewithal to be a tax-paying team. The problem is it can hurt your flexibility under the new rules just to make deals, and that's going to be the challenge for LA.
And he gets it to go.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Lakers trail by 14. Nash outside. He feeds it to Kaman. No one near him. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got assist number 8 here in this one already. When you talk about the huge fan base for the Lakers, Clark, one of the marquee franchises certainly in the entire NBA.
I would even stretch that to all of sports, Kevin. The market and their finances clearly have helped them gain that stature, but you can't shortchange the organization, the people making the decisions. They've been a winner for a long time, and that's been the magic ingredient that's attracted fans, players, sponsors, the full package.
Here's Deng. The rebound by Young. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Kobe with it. He's picked up by Deng. Kaman's shot is good.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Now here's Heinrich. Pass to Butler. Gibson with it. Heinrich outside. Back to Gibson. A floater, and it's sent back by Bryant. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-6 run. Nash against Heinrich. It's tipped. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Butler. Kaman with the block. Outside, Kobe. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Heinrich with it. Guarded now by Nash. Deng kicks to Heinrich. Gibson dishes to Heinrich. Feeds to Butler, and it's sent back by Bryant.
Jimmy Butler was the last pick of the first round back in 2011 by the Bulls. And last season, I tell you what, he really solidified his place in the rotation, guys. He's still developing his outside shot, but he brings an awful lot to light to the table.
And the Bulls making a change here. Boozer's checked in. And so Butler nails both of them. And for Jimmy Butler, what a story. Abandoned as a child, bounced around from home to home. One coach would take him in, another family would take him in. It was a very tough upbringing down in the Houston area. He overcame tremendous odds. And to be where he is today with the great attitude after a short time at Marquette, it speaks volumes of his character.
Well, it sure shows in his play, doesn't it? I mean, just the way he hustles and draws fouls, rebounds, defends. He can guard multiple positions out there. You just love his overall game and his toughness and what he brings to this team.
And that one misses.
Guys, how about the Bulls being able to nab the 5th seed in the East last season, in large part due to how they were able to play on the road? Of course, when you play tough, solid defense like they do, it makes it easier to be competitive and string together road wins.
And he sinks the second. And for the Bulls, defense is one of the few things in the NBA that can neutralize a home court advantage. And Steve, a big part of why they had the success they had on the road.
Yeah, they went 21-20 away from the United Center, and one of only 5 teams in the entire East who managed to stay above 500 away from home. That's a real tribute to this team and the coaching staff.
Shots good from Young.
How about the passing here? Moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Noah, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
You know, guys, when Noah came out of Florida, most people viewed him as just an energy guy or a role player, but I tell you what, I always saw him as a highly skilled player. He could pass it, he could put it on the floor, was smart defensively. He's shown that he can anchor a defense, and he contributes double-doubles on a nightly basis.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
The Bulls leading by 10. You know, for Noah Clark, as you were talking about, not just an energy guy, but Steve, he's a good ball handler. And he's a really good passer, for one thing. You know, atop the circle, he's got a great view of the floor, and he really can find the guy.
Yeah, well, it's so important these days to be able to make plays off of screen and rolls for a big guy to be able to catch at the foul line off that drop pass and then either score or find another shooter on the perimeter. Noah is good as anybody at that.
Came in a screen on Heinrich. Nash the pass to Bryant. 5 to shoot. And that is good. Bryant's got 15 points in just the second half.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Here's Boozer, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Bulls lead by 12.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Nash against Heinrich. Now Bryant. Here's Nash. On its way from Young for 2, and the shot falls short this time.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Kicks it to Dang. And it's Kaman with the rebound. Kaman's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Kobe. Can't get it to go. So the Bulls will take it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Boozer kicks to Butler. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Chicago making a switch here. Rose is checked in. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Bryant. And Young, here we go. Here's Nash. Feeds it to Gasol. Rose against Nash. 6 to shoot. Kaman dishes to Nash. Back to Kaman. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. And now it's 27 points for Chris Kaman. The Bulls leading by 10. Rose passes to Noah. And stolen by Kaman. Here's Nash. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, it's interesting. Part of the reason Nash struggled getting used to playing with the Lakers is because he was always the guy making the offense go. The offense ran through him with his prior teams. You know, at one point in his career, Nash was known more for his shooting than anything else. An interesting turnabout in his career.
And that one falls for Nash. And for Steve Nash, one of the great playmakers and pick-and-roll operators in league history. And Steve, you think it makes sense for the Lakers to take him off the ball?
Well, it just depends on what the rest of the roster looks like. But last season, because they really didn't want to run their offense through their bigs inside, it forced the ball into Kobe Bryant's hands more. And Nash became more of a spot-up shooter as a result.
Boozer and blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here is Rose. Tries again. He kicks it to Boozer. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Boozer's got 29.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, just too many easy buckets, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. His timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
Rose attacking into Noah. Tries to save it, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Rose against Nash. Nash with the block, but they'll get another chance. Outside Bryant. Back to Nash. He dishes it to Bryant. And it's blocked by Dang. They get it back. They shoot again. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Rose goes in. Here's Noah. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. That's 12 points for Joakim Noah.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
And Young kicks to Bryant. Fades. Again, the miss by Kobe.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
Rose against Nash. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Well, clearly no question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bulls.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it sparks your offense, and that's what happened for them. When you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's hard to overcome that kind of defensive pressure.
Depth always a factor in wins like this, and what an incredible game out of nowhere it was for Derrick Rose. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come up with steals and get extra possessions for his team.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Bryant dishes to Nash. There's the feed to Kaman. Nash, the pass to Gasol. And it's blocked by Dang, but they recover it. Shots good from Young. And so here is Chicago. They led by as many as 18 points. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
And here's Rose. And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, a nice win for you tonight, Joe Kim. What was the attitude of the team coming into this game and just in general?
Yeah, we played hard tonight. We're getting better. We just got to keep going. You know, it's a work in progress. And, you know, we just got to keep fighting, and get as many W's as possible.
Congratulations, Joe Kim. We appreciate it. Guys, over to